Yes.
Now,
Now it is okay. Okay.
so hello,
So, hello and very good afternoon.
very
And
good afternoon to you.
you are meeting very first time. So could
Yes,
we introduce yourself?
yes, obviously. So my name is Sujasvi and I'm 10 years old. What about you?
Yeah, my name is Sandhya Tiwari and I am situated in Thane, Maharashtra. And earlier I was a teacher. Now I am completely homemaker. And these days only I am focusing on my speaking skill. That's all about me.
Good thing. I am situated in Rajasthan. So how is your teaching journey? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, my teaching journey was very fantastic because I enjoyed a lot, and I am enjoyed very much children's innocent because I was a teacher of pre-primary children, and that children are all the time always with the teacher. So that part I enjoyed a lot.
Oh, okay. So what's your favorite color?
Yeah, my favorite color is sky blue.
What?
Sky blue.
Oh, that's a really pretty color. My favorite is pink, as you can see.
Yes,
So what
because
food do you?
you know
Yes, yes.
girls have almost all the girls like pink color. That is,
Yes, it's such a beautiful color to me.
yeah, that's why it's saying pink color is girl's color.
Yes, but blue is also a very pretty color. My favorite color is pink, but I like all colors. I like very dark blue. It looks very majestic to me,
Yes,
like to the royal type of. It looks like royalty.
yes, I also like that all those colors. But light blue I like most.
Oh, sky blue. Yeah.
Sky
That
blue.
color to me also. I like that color a lot, but I don't like sky blue. I like pastel blue more. I like pastel colors a lot. They look very bright and they I mean they are bright but they're light and they aren't harsh to the eyes because bright pink, bright blue, it's just like very harsh to the eyes. But pastel colors or darker colors just look so comfy and beautiful to me. They look very like nice. So
Yes,
what kind
and I am very grateful to you because I find today I get a good partner, good speaking partner. You know, you are speaking too good. So by the way, in which standard do you study?
fifth class?
Fifth class. So I would like to know about your teacher.
What?
I would like to know about your teacher.
Well, we have many teachers. We have five subjects, I think, like English, Hindi, Science, SST, Maths, and there's just a few more like computer, GK. There's a lot of them are there, but five of them are the main ones: English, Hindi, Science, SST, and Maths. And so our class teacher is the Hindi teacher. She's very nice, but my favorite teacher is the SST teacher. She never yells at anyone. She always handles everyone with like she doesn't scream at anyone.
Like lovingly, they handle all those students.
Yes. These
Okay.
days in markets
So,
we're having a lot of tests.
so why all the children like those teachers who handle them very lovingly?
What? I couldn't understand that.
Almost students like those kinds of teacher who handle them lovingly.
Yes, because a lot of the time children just want them to not scream at them, just like try to. We just want that people explain everything to us in such a way that we can actually understand it. Because explaining something to an adult and to a child is very different. Because let's say if I try explaining a topic to any like let's say first grader. So let's say I try to explain maths to them, but they're not going to understand. Which are going to be screaming at them like, "Look, this is one plus one," and if I'm just going to scream like that, it's not going to work. But like you have to like speak very softly with them so that like gets into their mind, like it actually makes them understand the concept. While when someone is older, like maybe a teenager or an adult, it's easier because they're already a full grown person and they understand things obviously because they are an older person. So
Yes,
it's
and
very
no,
different.
Yes, sometimes teachers are very strict, some teachers,
Yes.
and that way children afraid from those teachers while asking some questions repeatedly, you know,
Yes.
and everybody has different grasping power. So someone grabs any same things quickly. Someone very they take time. So that
Yes.
way they like slow teacher and who teacher is repeatedly make them understand and easily in easy way. And
Yes.
repeatedly, if children ask the students ask the question to the teacher, and teacher don't get irritated, those kind of teacher children like most,
Yes. Yes.
like the
So
most.
let's change
Yeah.
the topic a little bit because talked a lot about like teachers and stuff like that. So what's your favorite kind of food? Salty, sweet, or like sour or spicy?
My favorite food is sweet and sour mixed.
Oh,
Yes. So,
mine is.
but I like all those kinds of foods. I have I am not a peculiar person, you know. I like, but yeah, I most my favorite taste is sweet and sour. And what
Yes.
about
Oh,
you?
I like spicy food and sweet food a lot. Because spicy food just gives you the taste. Like sweet food is good, sour food is also good, salty food is also good. But like spicy food is really like the kind of food that actually gives you the vibe like of food. Because when you eat spicy food, it's just like wow, it's so spicy, it's so good. Like and sweet food, obviously it's sweet, so it's good.
Yes, but I like mild taste, not too loud in taste.
Oh,
Yes, medium. You can say that medium taste, not too spicy, not too without spice. Yes. So, who is love you the most between your both parents, father or
mom,
mother?
mother.
Yeah, all girls have the same question answer. Mother is always be with their both children, but girls almost attached with the father maybe.
Oh,
But I also attached with my mother,
yes.
and because you know why?
Both of our parents are equal because they both give because both of our parents are amazing.
Yes, that's very true. But why we attach with the mother? Because we make some naughtiness. So mother tolerates that very easily. But father sometimes is old because of our better future.
Yeah.
No. And we are in our childhood very innocent. So just I focus on their scolding, not behind that reason. We don't focus. We don't understand that. What is the reason why my father is scolding and making me understand all the time? It is true.
Do you like traveling?
And not much. But yes, I like those kinds of traveling once in a year and twice in a year. Not all the
Yes,
time.
because it's like you're traveling all the time. You kind of just, when you go to another country or just like another place, like let's say you go to like another place in India only, because like there are different cultures in every country and like in every state too. So it's just like you're going everywhere. Like let's say you're traveling here to 1 week and then you're going there and then you go just. You're very messed up and you just don't know what you're doing. You don't and you don't feel the culture of that place. You don't feel the food of that place. Like if we go to a country like Kerala, let's say, then you don't. If you're just going to be there for a week, you don't know what you're doing, and then you go to another place in 1 week. Then it's just
Yes,
like you don't
I have
feel.
also that dream to visit the Kerala.
Oh,
I yeah, I have never visited to Kerala, but I have that plan, and that's the reason always I prefer to visit other different part of India. First, I want to uh, visit all parts of the India, and after that, other country, because we don't know about our country very well.
How
And
can
there is,
about another country?
pardon?
Then if we don't know much about our own country, then how will we know more about another country?
Yes, and that's the reason I always prefer to go anywhere. I plan 3 days and 5 days trip, because that way I get lots of knowledge and I get chance to taste their food, what is their unique things, that I inquiry of that. And because in Kerala there is a lots of coconuts, so I have eagerness that how to use and how many ways they use the coconut. I heard from the others and from the books I read somewhere, but really I want to experience those kinds of dishes and use it.
Yes, I think that if we are going to any place, like let's say Kerala again for an example, I think that we should stay there for like at least a few weeks so that we can understand the culture and like the type of food they eat, just like to understand and study about that place. Because if we just stay there for a week and then we go to another place, do the same thing, if we keep doing this, we're not going to understand the culture of any place, where it's going to feel very mixed about everything.
Yes, but in my perspective, I don't like that, because if no use of visit any places, still we
Because
don't know
culture of that
that
place,
place
we just
well. Yes,
travel very fast.
yes. Just many people prefer that they go somewhere and they famous places they visit. They don't try to understand their culture and their food and whatever their rituals in deep. And I like that. I always try to know deeply what their special dish and what grown up unique things they.
Then at least we should know something about that place rather than just, yeah, I went there and I don't know anything about that place.
After visiting any places, we inquiry a lot by the reels and YouTube, and talking to someone who first visited there already, who has visited already those places, and we collect knowledge and we make a list what I want to visit and what I want to know, where I want to visit. And that way is very good. In short time, we can know many things about those places.
Yes. So, do you think that you're a bilingual?
Pardon?
Do you think that you are a bilingual? Like, do you know many languages?
No, just I know nowadays a little bit English, Hindi, and Marathi language. Not, I am not fluent in that language, but yes, I can understand and I can survive if you leave me
Put
anywhere.
into if you put into that place.
Yes,
I think that I'm a bilingual because I know English, I know Hindi, and I'm also learning French. Next year, because I will go into sixth grade, we're going to have the option to choose French or Sanskrit. I'm going to choose French because I'm very good at English. I'm kind of bad at Hindi, so I'm taking French. And in the future, I'm also trying to learn like in the future, I'll try to learn German, Korean, not Japanese, but Spanish is a lot of languages because I think that being bilingual is like the best thing that someone can do to explore other countries because it's just a good way to connect to more people. Because on English, you just say, let's say that you're following a lot of like English people, like English YouTubers, so you are already understanding English, and then you already understood Hindi too if you're following Hindi YouTubers. But let's say
yes,
you learn a language like French, then you're following French YouTubers, then you're doing like a lot of things. And if you know a lot of languages, you're able to explore a lot of places like in another language which you might have never seen before. So it's really fun, I think.
if you are enjoy this journey to different language, you try to learn and you enjoy. That is very good platform. YouTube is very good platform, and media, social media. You can connect worldwide the people, whatever language you want to speak. You need to connect those kinds of people and create an atmosphere around you. Because why any language is difficult to learn? Because we don't have any atmosphere, That's
Yes,
the
because
reason.
we English or Hindi, we don't really talk in that other languages. Because it's not like someone's going to come up to you and start talking to you in French.
Yes. But in this era, it is very easy because while sitting at home, you can connect the other people. And in our era, old era, we don't have that atmosphere. We can't have that facility, media and YouTube. We can't find the people, can't find the partner. So we are unable to create a situation,
Yes,
but you can
things
create it.
in the past, like the people, the people in like their middle ages, like 41, 42, like in those ages, I think that those people weren't really able to explore much in their early life, because like that was like around like 1980 or something. Like YouTube wasn't there. A lot of like technology and just stuff like that was just not there. And like it's just not really that easy to learn anything. Like if you're going to be in a place where there's no technology, not much technology, then you just feel like you can't learn anything. But now, like it is 2023, very modern. Like we have so many things right now that we can do. Like right now I'm talking to you on a phone. So before we didn't have that. Like a lot of these people that are in their middle ages, they need to explore much in their young life.
Yes,
I think
and
about.
in my time when I was a child, there was no facility, and if try to learn, so only one child try to change something that was too hard in my time because first we don't have that atmosphere and we try to learn something, so people didn't know, so how they get idea and from where they get idea. But in this era you can yes,
I think that like modern inventions like globes and maps, it's just like a lot of things. Like the fact that somebody thought about those things like in such early ages, like right now we have internet, phones and everything. So we like to take inspiration from things. Like let's say I saw a YouTube video about craft and I'm like, oh, that craft is very pretty. I'm going to myself a craft, but like it's going to be a little different. Okay, like I'm going to take inspiration from that thing, but just make it a little different.
and
But that,
you can get inspiration from the YouTube, and whatever things 50%, 25%, you can learn by the YouTube, and not need to any teacher there for anything. 50% you 50 not 50, I can say 80, 85% we can learn ourselves any study material, and that's the reason
you
you
think we
compare.
can't learn ourselves.
If
There
you compare,
there
yes.
are just a few things that we can't learn by ourselves, but they're just hard things. First, we're just trying to learn easy things so that we can try to train ourselves so that we can do the hard things by ourselves too.
Yes, if you are an enthusiastic learner, so we can learn. But first, 50% and 70% you try to learn ourselves. Because if you go learn any language, so there is lots of things, grammar, their alphabets, and their words, word meaning, how to use in sentences. So all those kinds of knowledge you grab from the YouTube. And after that, if you hire a teacher, that is the better way to learn for any language, and just you don't know anything, and you try to connect the teacher, and if you have enough time, that is if you want to learn quickly, so that way we can hire a tutor because they guide in good way. But if you don't have enough money to spend behind that, so you try to your level best to understand first little bit things. Yeah,
Because
after that,
I was saying that we can learn a lot of things by ourselves, but after a few levels of learning things by ourselves, we do need professional help. Like even in English, like we're all. I think that I'm pretty good in English. That I'm well off. But like for average people, I think that like we're all speaking normal English. I think that I'm well off. Okay, but like for average people, if they're speaking normal English, but sometimes most of these people need a professional help, but others like me can learn by themselves because we have been learning because this generation like is like it's their whole childhood is just internet. They literally do everything with the internet, and that's a really good thing. In many ways
That's
it's
the
a good.
reason. That's the reason you help of the technology, and in this era you learn anything very fastly because you are used to of those kinds of environment. And in my era, I don't have that kind of atmosphere, and I was very innocent because I am not used to those kinds of things. That's the reason children are very smart and moms are running behind them, and they just, I have a boundary, age of 14 and 15 and 35. If I start learning any new things, that way we need some guidance, professionals and their children, it doesn't matter, but we need guidance. But in your era, because you when you born,
Internet only, because it's not like we were learning by ourselves. Yes, we were learning by ourselves. It's not like our parents were helping us, they were also helping us. But the thing is, our entire childhood is based off of internet only, because
yes,
everything we was based off of internet. We just searched up how to do this, how to do that, and we just got tutorials for everything.
yes,
But
quickly,
yours,
whatever information you want to collect, you collect very quickly by the internet. And in our time, 1 week just we waste while thinking who should help me, who can help me, how should I get the way to improve that language. So we waste our time, lots of time. But if you just think and a single moment, just you think and you search on the Google and you could quickly we get that, you know.
yeah. But
So
in
because
your just like this, that in your era you didn't have internet a lot, like you didn't have phone and everything, and you were just trying to find like a person that is like kind of experienced in that in that area. Like let's say you are trying to learn how to skate, so back then you didn't have phone or anything, so you had
yes,
to go to a, like some sort of like skating professional person to teach you. But now it's just like go to YouTube, how do you say skate, and you're going to find like
and
30 tutorials for that.
that was very rare. Rare. If you too hard, I can say too hard to find someone who is teach us swimming. In my era, there was no swimming. Just children go into the lake and they just try to learn themselves. There was
Yes,
no any teacher.
because back then even if there was internet after like a few decades maybe, but like even then it wasn't like everyone was on the internet. But nowadays it's like everyone is on the internet. Like there are
Yes,
probably
but
billions of accounts in every single
but
social
here
media.
but here is one difference. Is, in my era, children are very valuable. They whatever they know, some different way, some different things they knew in that era because they get an atmosphere of swimming in the river, in the lake, in the borewell, and many ways. So they are very good swimmer and they are very good devotee. You know, they did boating. But this in this era, children need some guidance for swimming because they don't have atmosphere. So that difference in this era and earlier in old era, because we whatever things we get the chance and atmosphere, we learn. And earlier people is the same, was the
I was
same.
saying like it's not a popular opinion, but the thing is, even because of what time these people have grew up in, I'm not blaming anyone for anything, but it's just that everyone is born in a different era, and in different years, just different everything. It's not like anyone can have the same life, you know. So
You know
it's like
what is the
it's
conclusion? What is the conclusion? Ex-
Aged people, because
Yes,
most of these aged people are like trying to learn things these days because they didn't have that much of like exposure to those things back then. Because if you tried learning swimming back then, it was quite hard, because it's not like you can just search how to do this, how to do that on any like platform. But nowadays these people are trying to learn swimming and so many things they want this, because normal things are very easy to learn obviously, but
yes.
things like swimming, skating, etc., etc., they are not really that easy. You have to kind of train yourself to learn to do all of these things.
You know
It's
what is the conclusion? Conclusion is, uh, people, God made everyone equally, and whatever, in any atmosphere, how you bring and brought up, what situation you get, so that situation affect us in any era. If I talk about myself, when I was a child, there is no any electronic fan. You know, we bring and brought up in natural way, and in this era, a small child, they understand there is no AC, there is no electricity fan, and they react when their mother try to make them sleep. They react to that. So that's the important thing in any era. We whatever get atmosphere you get, you just become habitual like that. If you
yes.
find any educational background,
If you get enough exposure to anything, it will work.
yes,
So I think that this conversation was really good. So I think that it's enough. So
yes,
we'll meet
yes,
next time. So
yes.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. See you. Have